Hey guys, it is Hustle and Budget Mom. I was going to do a check-in. I didn't do this budget with you guys because I think I need to kind of get a better handle on it before I start videotaping them. Although I guess I'm doing this without such a good handle. But today is the 10th, I believe. 10th. And so I have 8 more days before I get paid again. And I just kind of wanted to go over, this was my budget. I decided to put all the allotments on one account, just one sheet, instead of trying to mess with 2 sheets. And I kind of did like the top was the one and the other one was the other one. Hulu came out of the wrong account for some reason, so I'll have to look into that. But, so, we needed light bulbs for my son's Scentsy, and they were $5 for a 3-pack. So we got those on the 5th, and that left this. Milk ticket, I didn't actually pay it until today. The household stuff I did pay for, and that check went through ended up going through before my direct deposit hit, which I'm not really sure how that happened, but it did, and so I got hit with a fee for that. I did not end up getting my fishing license. My boyfriend bought his fishing license, but I didn't buy mine, which is why this amount's different. And it ended up costing $42 for his, and we thought it was only going to be like 33 or somewhere around there. Midland credit, that one did come through. I just checked with my monthly bill sheet, and that one came through on 2/8. I almost wonder if I can pay them. I have it set up for $50 biweekly, so $100 a month. I wonder if they'll let me change it just for the $50 a month, because they said originally I could do that, and we're kind of struggling right now. That would be a lot easier to have an extra $50. Yeah. This was the last one for this one, and this one came out on 2/9. My gas bill, I thought it was going to be $150. It ended up being $196, and that's gas, like auto gas. There's a local place that I fill up every time I need to, and they put it on my account, and then I paid at the end of the month. I have not paid that yet. It is due today. Internet is the same, $81.45. It's due on the 15th. Afterpay, I think this is the last one, but I'm not positive, is due on the 15th. Netflix was due on the 2nd, and it came out on the 9th. I did notice on Netflix, if they tell you there's a problem with your payment and you say deal with it later, you get a couple extra days, at least the first time. I don't know if it would do that every time, and I wouldn't want it to. I think that, I'll explain that in a second, I guess. Prime did come out, and it came out on the 9th as well. Hulu came out. It came out of the wrong account, but that's okay. And it also came out on the 9th. YouTube, I think that it did come out because it's still letting me do it. I think it might have come out on the business account, though I haven't looked yet. And then AMC's was come out on the 14th. We'll see how that goes. So we went to the city for a rodeo. I had already paid for the rodeo ticket, so that wasn't an issue. But while we were down there, we needed groceries. Like, we have meat in the freezer, and that's helpful, but there were other things that we needed, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get later, so we ended up, this is my weekly expense tracker. This came out of my budget happy planner. I just used theirs because it's in there, so I might as well. It's got the household stuff that I bought earlier. I got some groceries on the 12th that went on my bill. because we have a small grocery store that lets you put things on credit and then you pay it at the end of the month. There's no interest or anything, but you need to pay it. So in Walmart, I broke it down, but in Walmart we spent $86 on groceries, mostly vegetables. In Sam's Club we spent $63.24 on groceries. Those are stuff that we can buy in bulk, so that it's, because a lot of the stuff I can buy at Sam's Club and it cost the same as like a little version at the local store, which I understand they can't compete with big stuff like that, and we try to shop from them, the little stores, as much as we can, because they're an important part of our economy. But yeah, at the rodeo I only bought one thing from one vendor, and it was like homemade jam and homemade relish. So I mean, it's technically food and we were out of relish, and it was like a big jar, one of those big mason jars. And then at Walmart, for Valentine's stuff, for my son's school, we spent $9. For household stuff, we spent $27. Sam's Club for household stuff, we spent $12.58, and that was honestly just like toiletries. That was my feminine products. I bought a big box of them. Smith Drugs, I got a bill from them. I thought they had my credit card, but I had to send them a check for $12.90 for prescriptions. My auto tags came out on the 1st, because this is the 1st through the 7th. They didn't cash the check right away, so, but yeah. And then I got an overdraft fee for this, because it came out somehow. They like just passed each other, and I don't really know, but that's just what happened. So under things where I deserve a good gold star, I put, we didn't get anything we didn't need at Walmart and Sam's Club. Like, everything that we bought was stuff we actually needed. Maybe the Valentine's Day stuff we didn't actually need, but it's the kid's last year in elementary school. We want to do his Valentine's. And I wrote everything down, even where I didn't do what I was supposed to do and spent money that I hadn't budgeted for. I still wrote it down. I'm not just pretending it doesn't exist, because that doesn't help, like, at all. I need to do better. I need to stop shopping on Facebook, and I need to get my sinking funds together for the city, and, as I'll show you in the next week, for the auto maintenance. So for this week's, for the 8th to the 14th, again, it's only the 10th, I did end up writing the check for my son's, where's that, milk ticket right here. This, on the 8th, I'm going to try to pay that back to myself for business, because I had to be in town to collect orders for business stuff and payments or whatever, and then I had to go later and pick up some stuff for the business, and so I ended up having to get lunch in town. That was my $8. While I was getting lunch in town, I got a pizza for my neighbor, because they've been wanting one of the pizzas really bad, and they were having surgery this week, so they couldn't really go anywhere, so I got them that. And that neighbor is also very slowly dying, and I kind of wanted to help them out. So that was kind of a charity thing. It wasn't a need, but I think it was a good thing to do. I had to get some oil and antifreeze for my car. We're trying to get it to warm up a little bit better. And my car is slowly dying, so it's going through a lot of oil. We're going to try to save up for a new car, which is why we're started the budgeting thing, because otherwise it's just not going to happen. My health insurance came out on the 8th because they sent back my other payment and canceled my account. So then I had to go and I'm not really sure what happened here. The sound just died, so quick voiceover. I did some gift shopping for Mother's Day from my own store, so I got the wholesale price. I got 3 shirts for $33, matching shirts for me, my mom, and my sister. I got some groceries on my grocery bill. I got snacks. Well, I had a really bad migraine yesterday, so I needed some caffeine. So I got caffeine, Tylenol, and then corn and milk that we needed. And then the next one is my son's milk ticket. I didn't think I was going to make it home, and I needed caffeine and Tylenol, and it took the edge off, but it at least got me home. I had to pay for some postage stuff with the business account. My business debit card is MIA, so they're sending me a new one. So I'm gonna have to pay myself back for these two things because I couldn't put it on the business account. And then this one was, I bought quarters from the office because they had a bunch of quarters. So I kind of switched it out for cash. And if it's pink, then it already gone through my account. So like this was a check and it hasn't gone through yet. This is why, so I've decided that I'm going to start doing I'll put it down under things to do better next week. Cash envelopes for auto maintenance, groceries, and gas. So even though I have an account with these two, I think sometimes we go overboard with this one, for sure. So I'm going to still have a cash budget for it, and then if I want to pay for cash for it, I can. If I want to put it on the account, then I will get an envelope for deposits or bank or whatever, and I will put it in there. Or bills, maybe bills. And this one, every time I fill up, the budgeted money from the gas is going to go into like the bill envelope or the deposit envelope. So that way when this comes around to be due, I can pull that money out of there. And it's still being budgeted. And we're still having a good track of what's going on with it. Because you get receipts for that one. You can get a receipt for that one if you want to. And then auto maintenance needs a cash envelope because at this point we have a sinking fund for it, but it needs cash envelope if I'm going to be spending, well, this should be enough for 2 weeks, but if I'm going to be spending $30 every 2 weeks, and then anything that's left over in that cash envelope I will put into into the sinking fund, basically. And groceries, if there's anything left over in the groceries, I will probably put it in the city one, so that way when we go to the city, it can help get that sinking fund going. So yeah, we will try to, we forgot to get corn, like we didn't do a huge Sam's Club shopping haul, and there were some things that Walmart didn't have. We went to Walmart and Sam's Club, and some stuff Walmart didn't have. They didn't have any carrots, they didn't have any turnips, they didn't have like some of the stuff we were looking for, because we do put a lot of vegetables in our stews to kind of beef it up a little bit, potatoes and whatnot. It makes it last longer without a huge amount of meat in there, so that helps us too. But yeah, so that's kind of my weekly check-in, I guess you would call it a weekly check-in. But I did what I said I wasn't going to do again, and a bunch of this stuff hasn't gotten paid yet. So basically, if it wasn't automatic, it hasn't gotten paid yet. So that's not good. Afterpay is coming out automatically. Yeah. And I think what I'm going to do, and I saw somebody else do it too, is that as soon as I get paid, before I do anything else, I'm going to pay that gas bill. I'm going to pay that internet bill. Anything that's due for that paycheck period, the stuff that isn't coming out automatically, I'm going to pay it right away. So that whatever's left, that's the money I have, and that's what I have to deal with. And the problem with the cash envelopes is that my bank, I have a bank in town, but they close before I get out of work. And then I have a bank that's in the next town over, but I would have to drive there, and sometimes the weather just isn't, it's freezing and it's windy and I just want to go home. Sometimes it's just not safe, especially with my car being on its way out, to go anywhere extra. Right now I'm driving my boyfriend's truck, which isn't great on gas mileage, but it's warm and it's reliable, so we're doing that. So thank goodness for him and his truck. Because my car, I can't let it idle. It doesn't heat up. Once it's heated up, it's warm, but it takes a while to get there. We're hoping, yeah, the antifreeze might help with that, but we'll see. So that's kind of my weekly check-in. I took these out of my planner. Hold on. So yeah, that's why it's hard for me to do cash envelopes. I tried to get a bank account at the other bank in town that's open a little bit later, but they said they couldn't verify my address. I'm not really sure why, because none of the other accounts I've had issues with doing that, but this one did, so I don't know. I did get some stickers and made my thing a little prettier. I bought the wrong size, so I ended up having to like do some cutting and pasting. Oop, come on, there, focus. There we go. So I put some stuff in here, and it's a little bit prettier than it was before. These are my 2 paydays. That's the boyfriend's payday. Valentine's Day. There is something going on Valentine's Day in town, like a fundraiser. I don't know if we're going to it or not. Depends on the weather. My son does have a sleepover that day, the day before. So I will be coming in for that to grab him. So maybe we'll go to that too. I'm not sure. So when he's at a sleepover on Saturday, we will probably do our Valentine's Day stuff. I told him that I wanted just to watch a movie on the couch and cuddle. Have some popcorn. I bought some cheesecake a while ago and I froze it. So we'll probably do that. Maybe pull out some steaks or something for dinner. But that'll probably be our Valentine's Day stuff. And then when the kid comes back, we can give him his Valentine's Day stuff. So that'll be good. That'll be perfect, I think. I got my little shot stickers so I can remember when we have to do shots. I have a day off this day. I am working all day this week actually, this whole week. He's going to the city again on the 17th. So I just kind of it's got my budget stuff, but it's also got my life stuff in here too. So, I don't know, I think it's cute. I like the wood and the pink. It's Valentine's Day, but not too Valentine's Day. So yeah. And it did it again. The sound just completely cut out. And I don't remember what I was talking about here, other than just showing you stuff on my new sticker monthly setup thing. So I guess that's it. Thanks guys for watching. And I'm working on getting a better camera setup, like an overhead or something. But thanks for watching. See you next time. I hope everybody's staying safe and warm. Bye.